Hi, hello, namaste. Welcome to Mathmats YouTube channel where learning math is made easier. Today we are going to solve 5-mark problems. The first problem is like this. I know it's a very lengthy problem. So what I'll do is whatever I read, the same time I'll draw the diagram as well. Okay. So a straight highway leads to foot of a tower. A straight highway leads to foot of a tower. Let this be the tower. Okay, what is the next sentence? A man standing on top of 75-meter high tower. Okay, it's a very big sentence. Let us again break it. Standing on top of 75-meter high. Okay, so the tower is 75 meters high and he observes two cars. Okay, man is standing, observes two cars at angle of depression of 30 degrees and 60 degrees. Man is standing here. He observes two cars. Let the first car be at A, second car be at B. Two cars. Now, I have drawn A and B in the same side of the tower. Let us read the whole thing now. If one car is exactly behind the other. Okay, if one car is exactly behind the other on the same side of the tower. So, our diagram I have written correctly on the same side of the tower. Find the distance between two cars. Now, since the man is observing, obviously there will be a horizontal with respect to his eye level. Right. Now, with respect to the first car, the angle of depression is given as 30 degrees. With respect to the second car at B, the angle of depression is given as 60 degrees. You know that horizontal line and the ground will always be parallel. So you can consider the alternate angle. The alternate angle for this, let me mark it as M, N here. Alternate angle for this angle here will be this angle, that is 30 degrees. Alternate angle for the bigger angle will be this angle at B, that is 60 degrees. So you have obtained two right angle triangles with 30 degrees and 60 degrees as angles of depression. Now, what information do you know? Which right angle triangle will you consider? Let me just consider the smaller right angle triangle, that is triangle MBN. Okay, so I'll just write in triangle MNB. Okay, in triangle MNB. Okay, what is it I have? I have angle of depression or angle as 60 degrees and I know the height. If I can I find Bn? I can find Bn because I know the angle, I know the opposite side. I will consider the ratio of tan. So tan angle there is 60 degrees is equal to opposite, which is the opposite side, that is Mn, which is given by 75 by the adjacent side is Bn. Okay, quickly, what is the ratio or what is the value of 60 degrees here? Root 3 is equal to 75 by Bn. So I can write Bn as 75 by root 3. 75 I'll write as 25 into 3, which is equal to 25 by 3 into root 3. Okay, if I take cancel root 3, 3 will become root 3 in the numerator now. So you have found the value of Bn to be equal to 25 root 3. Now, you have one more right angle triangle. You have the value of opposite side and you know the part of the adjacent side. The only thing which is left out, that is AB. This will be the actual distance between two cars. So you have to find the unknown. Which is the triangle which you will consider now? You will consider triangle, the bigger right angle triangle MN and A. So in triangle MNA, you know the angle, you know the opposite side. You want to find a part of adjacent side. Again, I consider tan ratio. Tan angle given is 30 degrees is equal to Mn. Again, it is 75 by. Now, what I'll do for An is I will divide A into two parts. Just like I divided the question into parts, I will divide this to two parts. AB and Bn. I will divide it. An. So now AB plus Bn. Okay, why am I doing this? Because with the help of this smaller right angle triangle, I already know what is Bn. Okay, so now what is tan 30? Tan 30 is 1 by root 3, which is equal to 75 by, I don't know AB, I'll just write it as D since I've considered D there, plus 25 root 3. Okay, now let us make the suitable simplifications here. D plus 25 root 3. I will transfer this root 3 to the other side. Will be equal to 75 root 3. 25 root 3 is equal to 75 root 3. So I'll shift this to the other side. So what is the value of D? 75 minus 25 is 50. And if you can see here, they have given the value of root 3. That is nothing but 1.73. I'm substituting the same thing here into 1.73. 17.3 into 5. What will you get? The value of D is 86.5 meter. This is the unknown. If you are not able to solve the 30-second first part of the question, there is an OR question for you. From the top of a 7-meter high building, the angle of elevation of top of a cable is 60 degrees and angle of depression on its foot is 30 degrees. Determine height of the tower. Now let's draw whatever is given in the question. Okay, so now top of a building 7-meter high. Okay, first for that, let me draw ground. From the ground, there is a building which is 7-meter high. Okay, so from this building he is seeing a cable tower. Okay, let this be the cable tower. Let be something like this. Okay, so let this be the cable tower. Assume that someone is standing on this building, so he will be the observer for now. If he is observing something, obviously there will be something exactly in front of his eyes or at his line eyesight. So this is the horizontal line. What is given? Angle of elevation is 60 degrees, angle of depression on its foot is 30 degrees. Okay, so from here, angle of elevation, this will be 60 degrees and angle of depression of its foot. So from here, angle of depression till its foot, this is 30 degrees. Okay, now what should we calculate? We should determine the height of the tower. Okay, so we should determine height of the tower. Now we have understood it schematically. Let me name them. So let this be A, B, C, D, and let this part be E. Okay, now what is it we have to actually find? We should determine the height of the tower. Height of the tower is given by this part here. So this is what we have to determine. But already we have found out half of the height. How have we found? You see here, this is the building. So if I draw a parallel line here, whatever height the building will have, the same height some part of the cable tower will also have. So till here, okay, this is nothing but 7 meters. So DC is 7 meter. We have to find just ED. Okay, now just observe triangle DAC. I'm talking about this triangle. Okay, triangle DAC. In this, the angle given is 30 degrees. You already know the opposite side. You have to find the adjacent side. So in triangle DAC, in triangle ADC or DAC, anything. Okay, tan 30 is equal to 7 by AD. Correct? You know tan 30 is 1 by root 3. 1 by root 3 is equal to 7 by excuse me, AD. So AD is equal to 7 root 3. So I have found AD. AD is nothing but 7 root 3. Now consider triangle EAD. In triangle EAD, what is the information you have? In triangle EAD, okay, angle is 60 degrees. Opposite side is what you have to find. You know the adjacent side. So in triangle EAD, angle is 60 degrees. Tan 60 degrees is equal to ED by AD. I'll just write 7 root 3. Okay, tan 60, as you know, it is root 3. If I shift it, I'll get root 3 into 7 root 3, which is equal to ED. 7 root 3 into 7 root 3, I'll get 7 into 3 into 3. Or root 3 into root 3 is 3. So 7 into 3 is 21. So this part ED is 21. And as I've already told you, this part, since it's a 7 meter high building, parallelly this will also be 7 meter. So 21 plus 7, 28. Everything is given in meters. So 28 meters is the height of the cable tower. Now let's solve the 33rd question, A part. D is point on the side BC of triangle ABC such that angle ADC is equal to angle BAC. We have to prove that CA square is equal to CB into CD. Now the first thing which we have to do is, D is a point on side BC of triangle ABC. We have to draw triangle ABC. Let us draw triangle ABC, A, B and C. They have already given that D is a point on BC. Okay. So next thing given is ADC is equal to BAC. To get angle ADC, I should join these two. Okay. Now, most of you make a mistake that you will consider AD is perpendicular. If and only if they have given AD is perpendicular or any other properties related to D or A, you have to take it as perpendicular. Otherwise, since D is just a point, you will just mark this angle like this. Okay. So angle ADC is equal to angle BAC, the whole angle A, BAC. Okay. Now we have to prove CA square is equal to CB into CD. Let's see what we can do. Obviously, we have to make use of similarity of triangles. Now, my best clue is whatever is given, consider two triangles such that these angles are included in two different triangles. Now, where is angle ADC included? ADC is included in triangle ADC itself. So, let me write that in triangle ADC. And one more is given as BAC. So, that is actually the whole angle A. It is included in triangle ABC. Write that down. Triangle ABC. So, these are the two triangles which you have considered. Now, first thing which is given, write the same thing. Angle ADC is equal to angle BAC. Why? Because it's already given. Okay. You need one more criteria. Which will you consider? Just look at the triangles. ADC, ABC, which means that C is common, right? So you can consider angle C in this. So if I write angle C, A and D is equal to, in this, if you write C, B, C, A, because this is a common angle. Okay. Therefore, by AA similarity, you have arrived that triangle ADC, write this down, is similar to, you have a rule, triangle ADC is similar to, I don't know which angle is A equal to. Let me just hold at that. I know which angle is D equal to. ADC in triangle ADC is equal to angle A. So the second letter I will write is A. C is equal to C. So C is equal to C. Remaining in this is B. So triangle ADC is similar to triangle BAC. Now, after you know that the triangles are similar, what is that you will do? You will write the sides in proportion. So AD by BA is equal to DC by AC is equal to AC by BC. Okay. Now, you have to prove CA square or AC square. Oh, so which are the two sides which you will consider? You will consider these two proportions. So now AC square is equal to, cross multiply this. This is CB into this is CD. Just check whether that is the same thing you have to prove. CB into CD. Yes. Hence you have arrived at the solution. The OR question for the same 33rd one. If AD and PM are medians of triangle ABC and triangle PQR, where ABC is similar to triangle PQR, prove that AB by PQ is equal to AD by PM. The best thing in this problem is we have two triangles. That is not the best thing. Wait for the best thing. Triangle ABC and triangle PQR. ABC and PQR. Okay. Now comes the best thing. They have already given that ABC is similar to triangle PQR. If ABC is similar to triangle PQR, then we can write the sides in proportion. Let us write that. AB by PQ is equal to AC by PR is equal to BC by QR. Okay. Now, the first part, AD and PM are medians of triangle ABC. Median means AD is a median and PM is a median, which means that median cuts the side to two equal parts, which means that BD is equal to DC and QM is equal to MR. Now, what is it they have to prove? AB by PQ is equal to AD by PM. What is AD and PM? They are the medians. So they want us to give a relation between sides of a triangle and medians of the same triangles. Now, what is median actually doing to this side? It's actually dividing it. So BC is nothing but twice of BD. Can I write that? BC is nothing but twice of BD. Right? Similarly, in this triangle, QR is nothing but twice of QM. Or you can just write QR is twice of RM. I will just consider QM. So I will write QR is equal to twice of QM. Okay, now this whatever information I have got, I'll substitute here. I'll just consider AB by PQ and BC by QR. Okay, so AB by PQ is equal to BC by QR. In place of BC and QR, I'm going to substitute this. So now I have AB by PQ is equal to 2BD by 2QM. 2 and 2 will get cancelled. I have AB by PQ is equal to BD by QM. Now AB and PQ, BD and QM here. Now consider triangle such that these sides are included. Which are those triangles? You have in triangle, okay, AB and PQ, AB and PQ, BD and QM. So I'll consider ABD. In triangle ABD and triangle there PQQM I will consider triangle PQM. Okay, if you can see here, AB by PQ, right? AB by PQ is equal to BD by QM. Which is AB? AB is here. AB is here and PQ is here. BD is here and QM is here. Okay. Also, since triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR, angle B will be equal to angle Q. Correct? They have already given similar. We have to make use of that. So two sides and its included angle. Two sides and its included angle. So write the same thing here. You have already written AB by PQ is equal to BD by QM. To this, just add angle B is equal to angle Q because ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Now, with these two criteria, what is it giving me? It's giving me SAS criteria. Triangle ABD is similar to A is equal to which angle here? I don't know that. AB by PQ. You can just write PQM itself. Okay. So what is the ratio which you will get now? AB by PQ is equal to BD by QM is equal to AD by PM. I'll just ignore this. I will write these two. AB by PQ is equal to AD by PM. So you have arrived at the solution. So now the 34th question is, a student was asked to make a model shaped like a cylinder with two cones attached to its end. The diameter of the model is 3 cm, total length is 12 cm. If each cone has a height of 2 cm, find the volume of the model. Now, exactly like you, even I don't know, even I have not understood the question. So, for understanding the question, first let me write the actual model. Model is shaped like a cylinder. The first word which they have given with respect to the model is, it's a cylinder. So, let me draw one good cylinder for you. Okay, cylinder with two cones attached to its end. Okay, if I consider these as the ends, two cones are attached to it. Let me draw with a different color. This is cone 1 and this is cone 2. Okay, if diameter of the model is 3 cm. Okay, by just observing the model given here, where do you think the diameter will come? It will come in these two circle looking model, right? So here this will be 3 cm and this is again 3 cm. Done. Total length is 12 cm. Starting from this point to this point, the total length here is given by 12 cm. Okay. Next information, if each cone has a height of 2 cm. This is the cone written here. So this will actually give the height of cone. So this is 2. Similarly here, this will be 2 cm. Any other information? Find the volume of the model. Okay. Now, from this maybe we can just see a good model. We have to find the volume of this model. Now, shapes are very important while finding the volume. Identify two shapes here. Which are the two shapes? They have already given in the question also. One is cylinder and one is cone. You have two cones here to be exact. Now, if you find the volume of cylinder and these two cones, you have found the volume of the model. Now, what is volume of cylinder? Volume of cylinder is given by pi r square into h. Okay. What is volume of cone? Volume of cone is nothing but 1/3 of pi r square into h. Okay. Here you have pi. I'll just take this as 22/7. I don't know what is r, but I know diameter. Diameter is twice the radius. So radius will be d by 2. Diameter is 3 here. So into 3 by 2 into 3 by 2 into h. How do you find the height of the cylinder? For this better understanding, let me draw a vertical cylinder. Okay, assume that this is the cylinder. Okay, now by just looking into this, you can tell which is the height. This will be your height, correct? Now change the vertical into horizontal. What will be the height? If you can see here, will this not be the height? This will be the height of the cylinder, correct? So now how do you find that? With the help of this model, you can see that till here it is 2 centimeter and till here it is also 2 centimeter. Now if you remove these two parts, you will get the height. You know the total length to be equal to 12 centimeter. If I remove this part, I'll get 10 centimeter. If I remove this part, I'll get 10 centimeter. I mean, if I remove this part from 10, I'll get 8 centimeter. So height is nothing but 8. Okay, I'll leave it to this now. Let me go to cone. Also, here since you have two cones, volume of cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. I'll just write into 2 since I have two cones. Okay, 1 by 3 into 22 by 7 into r square. Again, r square here is the same thing. So 3 by 2 into 3 by 2 into height of the cone is given as 2. So I'll just write 2 into 2. Okay. Now actually we have to add both of them to find the volume of the actual module. So first, in both of them, if you can see, many numbers are repeating, right? If you can see 22 by 7, 3 by 2, 3 by 2, 22 by 7, 3 by 2, 3 by 2. We'll just take everything common. 22 by 7 into 3 by 2 into 3 by 2. I've took it out as common. Now, into what is remaining in volume of cylinder? 8 is remaining. I'll write 8 in the bracket. Here 1 by 3 is remaining. 2 is remaining. 2 is remaining. So 2 into 2 is 4. 4 by 3 plus 4 by 3. Okay. What will you get here? 24 plus 4 is 28 by 3. Okay. I'll just erase few things here. Okay, we're done with this part. Okay, so 22 by 7 into 3 by 2 into 3 by 2 into you have 28 by 3 here. Okay, now 7 into 2 is 14, 14 into 2 is 28. So these three things and 28 is cancelled, 3 and 3 is cancelled. So 22 into 3 is 66. Now the last question in 5 marks section is like this. It's actually related to statistics, as you can see. Now there is a housing board and there are almost 200 families living in the housing society. The expenditure on milk is given here, which I have already written in terms of tables. Now this is the monthly expenditure given. By just looking into the table, you can tell that this is a group data. So I have written monthly expenditure in the form of class intervals, and number of families here given will be your frequency f. Okay, and I also told how many number of families are there. N is equal to 200. Okay, now they have asked us to find x, the value of x here. It's not given, mean and median. Okay, first thing which we'll do is find the value of x. You know that if you add all the frequencies, you will be getting capital N. They've already given capital N as 200. With the help of this, let me find the actual value of x. 24, 64, 97, 127, 149, 165, 172. Okay, so here I am getting it as 172 plus x, which will be equal to 200. So 172 plus x is equal to 200 means x is equal to 28. So I have found the value of x to be equal to 28. So first thing is done. Next, what you should do, you should actually find the value of xi here. How do you find the value of xi for group data? You add both you add the upper limit and the lower limit, divide by 2. So 2500 divided by 2. What will you get here? 1250. Similarly, here 1500 plus 2000, 1750. Okay, so there is a gap of 500 here. So just make the same thing here. Here you will get 2250. Next is 2750. The next thing is 3250, 3750, 4250, and finally 4750. This is your xi value. Now you have to multiply both of this. To save your time, I know already the values what I have to write. I'll just write it. Now as you can see, I have already written the values of fi into xi. Now to find mean, we should actually take the summation of all this, which we should actually take the sum of all this. So what will the sum be? By just looking, I can tell that this is 465,675. Okay, don't worry how I did so soon. I already knew what will be the sum, so I have written. Okay, so now for finding mean, you should take the summation of this and divide it by n. Okay, so now mean 465 divided by 200. Okay, if you do this, how much will you get? You will be getting 2s are 3s are 2 8. There will be a remainder 0.375. Okay, so 2328.375 is your mean. Okay, this is your mean. You just fill wherever mean you have to write it and fill. Now here comes the actual part of median. For median, you have to make sure you remember the formula. Okay, median is actually given by L plus n by 2 minus capital F divided by small f into h. This is actually the formula. Now for finding cumulative frequency, you already know the method how to find. Compare with the frequency. Okay, for whatever is there in the first interval or whatever is the first frequency, write as it is, rest you add them. 24 is there, here 40 is there, so this will become 64. 64 plus 33 is 97. 97 plus 28 is 125. 125 plus 30 is 155. 155 plus 22 is 177. 177 plus 16 is 193. 193 plus 7 is 200. Now to check whether you have obtained the correct values, compare the last value with n. If both are same, you are right. Now you have found the cumulative frequency. Now what is the actual use of this? If you can see, to find median, you need to have a median interval, correct? So now how do you find it? First you have to do, for that you need the help of n. Whatever n is there, perform n divided by 2. So in this case, what will you get? You will get n by 2 as 100. Now whichever value in the cumulative frequency is greater than 100, that will be your median class. Now just check whatever is greater than 100. 97 is there. The next value is 125, greater than 100. So this will be your median class. This will be your median class. Now let's come to solving median. What is L here? L is the lowest limit of the interval. So here it is 2500. Let me write that. 2500 plus n by 2, you already know it is 100 minus capital F here is actually the previous frequency of the median class. If you can see here, frequency is 125, previous is 97. So 100 minus 97 divided by small f. If you can see here, this is small f. In median class, whatever is the frequency, that you have to write, that is 28 into what is h? H is actually it's the width of the interval. So now if you can see here, 2500 to 3000. By just looking only, you can tell the width, that is 500. So into 500. Okay, so now here you will get 2500 plus here you will get 3 into 500 is 1500 divided by 28. So your median, actually after solving all of this, your median will come to be 2553.57. So you have found the median, you have found the mean, and you have found the value of x.